A very good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Metalogic for providing me an opportunity to come here and talk to you about BIS. As such, I think with so many QCOs coming up from Ministry of Steel, everybody knows a little bit of BIS. So just to brief you, I will be going through overview of BIS and what all standards BIS has formulated for making steel in defense, in infrastructure, in any applications. So all those things I will try to cover in my presentation. So as seen in the slide, BIS started when India got independence in way back in 1947. So at that time it was Indian Statistical Institute. So that's how we got Indian Standard Institute. So that's how we got the brand ISI, which is still continuing. But it had limited powers. We started the product certification scheme in 1955. But then we needed more powers because we need to have some powers for search and seizure also. So BIS then converted into Bureau. It became a Bureau of Indian Standard in 1986. This was then recently revised, more powers were given, and 2016 BIS became the National Standards Body of India. So all the standards which has to be applicable nationwide, Indian standards can be formulated only by BIS. So this is the BIS locations. We have headquarters at Delhi. We have 5 regional offices at all the metros: Delhi, Chennai, Chandigarh, Kolkata and Delhi. 5 metros are there. We have 38 branch offices. All the certification part work is done by the branch offices, which is spread all over India. Each state has at least 1 branch office, and many bigger states have more than 1 branch offices. We have our own laboratories also. We have 10 laboratories now spread all over India. So these are the main activities we do. First and foremost is the standards formulation. As I said, BIS is the National Standards Body of India. So we do formulate Indian standards, national standards. Second important thing is conformity assessment. As we all know, ISI mark and other product certification scheme I will be covering in my presentation. We have laboratory activities. We do have our laboratories also. We recognize other laboratories for our product certification. Hallmarking is a latest addition we have started on gold jewelry, and training and consumer protection. So this is the main scheme we have on product certification. We started, as I said, way back in 1955. It was basically voluntary in nature. We don't make any product mandatory. It is made mandatory by the line ministry. All the standards formulated by BIS are voluntary in nature. So there are 2 processes by which this scheme is applicable both to domestic and foreign manufacturers. Same scheme is there. This is in nutshell how the licenses are granted. There are 2 procedures: normal procedure and simplified procedure. In simplified procedure, you submit the application along with the test report from a BIS recognized laboratory, and the license is granted based on the test report submitted by you. The audit will be done, but that will be only for drawal of samples, which will be reviewed later. So under this simplified scheme, we assure that the license will be granted within the period of 30 days. So I'm proud to say that 99% of the cases we are granting the license within the specified period of 30 days in simplified procedure. Other procedures in normal procedure, in which our person will come, they will audit, they will check the testing and manufacturing machinery and draw a sample which will be which will send for testing to independent laboratory, and when the sample test report is received, the license is granted. And for this process it takes a period of 4 months. That is the maximum period. And once the license is granted, it's not that it's the end of it. BIS does have a surveillance mechanism in which we do periodic visits to the factory. We check the sample in the factory. We also draw the samples from the local market. We test it in our factories. So continuous monitoring is done to ensure that the product which is being made by the licensee conforms to the standards. So this is how the BIS monogram looks like. It will be ISI mark. On top of it, there will be IS number, which is the number as per which the license is granted. And below that, there will be a license number. So this is how the actual ISI will be there. In the market, many times you will see these type of marks are also available, where it will be like as per ISI mark, ISI certification. So these all are fake marks. They are not the right marks, and you should be aware whenever you go to purchase any good, that only if ISI mark is with IS number and license number on the bottom, that is a right mark. Otherwise, all these type of marks are a fake ISI marks. We also have a registration mark scheme. All the electronic equipments which are being imported to India, like all the mobiles, all the batteries, all the laptops, if you see on the back side, there will be a registration mark will be there of the, as it's seen on the top. So this mark has also been made mandatory, and this will be there in all the electronic equipments. We also have a hallmarking scheme. So any gold jewelry which is being sold in India need to bear these 3 marks. The plus point is the 6-digit HUID mark, which is a unique mark which is put on each and every jewelry, and this 6-digit HUID mark can be verified by our BIS Care app also. So you can verify whether the jewelry which you are buying is a authentic jewelry or it's a duplicate jewelry. So in a nutshell, these are the BIS certification marks. The first and foremost is the ISI mark. We have a registration mark. We also do management system certification, ISO 9000, 14000, all types of system certifications also we do. Then the activity, as I said, we also have laboratories. We have 8 own laboratories where we test the products we receive from product certification, and besides that we also recognize about 200 plus outside laboratories where we send the products for testing, which we draw in a product certification scheme. BIS is also a founder member of ISO and IEC. These are the organizations which are formulating the standard at the international level. We are participating members in most of the committees at ISO level. So whatever standards are being formulated at ISO level cannot be formulated without India's viewpoint. So BIS takes the comments from the stakeholders and passes on to the ISO committees, and these comments are taken into consideration before any standard is formulated at ISO level also. So this is in a nutshell what BIS has done over the last few 75 plus years. 22,000 standards have been formulated. About 200 plus standards are under certification. More than 500 plus, now it is 700 plus standards are under mandatory certification, and more than 42,000 standard licenses are there in operation as on today. We also have a training institute which is situated at NITS, Noida. We provide all type of trainings, quality assurance, management system certification. So these are the different types of trainings we provide at NITS. Nowadays we are doing a lot of standard promotion and consumer engagement. So we have signed MOU with about 100 plus all the leading IITs, NITs. We have signed a MOU. We are opening student chapters in all these institutes. We are organizing workshops, seminars, so that the students shall also be made aware that the Indian standards are available. Because what we see mostly in the engineering side, most of the standards which are being used in engineering are ASTM standards are being used. People are not aware that for the similar test method, Indian standards are also available. So we try to publicize the Indian standard, and so that Indian standards are used more and more. So now coming to the main thing, there is standard formulation. Normally people think that BIS formulated the standard, but BIS doesn't formulate the standard. BIS only provides a platform where all of these stakeholders sit together and prepare the standard. The work of BIS is only to provide a platform, and there is only one person from BIS in each committee, which is a member secretary, and his work is to ensure that the standards are being formulated as per the rules and regulations laid down. So all the stakeholders like industry and business, technologists, government, R&D, academia, testing laboratories. So these people constitute a committee. About 25 to 30 people are there in the committee. They sit together and formulate a standard. Even the chairperson is from one of these stakeholders. So these all people sit together and the formulate standard. And this is how the standards are being formulated. So new work item can be proposed by anybody, any organization, any R&D institute, any citizen of India can propose a new work item to BIS. Once this new work item is received, it goes to the, as I said, there is a committee for each type of product. So if it is a steel product, it will go to the steel committee. The steel committee members will look into it. First of all, they have to identify whether the standard is needed, because any standard formulation process involves a lot of time and money. So only those standards need to be formulated which are required by the country, required by the industry. So if agreed by the committee, a working draft is prepared. This working draft is then circulated within the committee members. The committee members, these 20-25 people, all the stakeholders go through the working draft, provide the comments, refine the draft, and what we get is a P draft, which is a preliminary draft. This preliminary draft is then uh, again circulated to the committee members, refined, and then a very important stage comes where it is hosted on BIS website. So on the BIS website, this preliminary draft is hosted for at least a period of 1 month, and this is a time where all of you can contribute towards the national cause of standardization, because at this stage all of you are allowed to comment on the standards. So this is an important stage where, because till this stage only 20-25 committee members were allowed to go to the standard, give the comment on the standard. But in the wide circulation stage, when the standard is hosted on the BIS website, any citizen of India can go through the standard, any industry can go through the standard and provide the comments on the standards. Whatever comments are provided in the wide circulation draft, they are then again taken back to the committee. Each and every comment is discussed. If it is agreed by the committee, it's good. If it is not agreed, then justification is mentioned why this comment is not agreed, and this is also conveyed back to the commentator also. So this is an important stage where we request all the industry to be more vigilant, because what we feel is when the standards are formulated, we don't get more inputs from the industry, and when this standard is then made mandatory by the regulator, then we start receiving representation from the industry that these grades are not there, this process is wrong, this needs to be upgraded, and then the time available is very less, because the standard this QCO is already near to implementation, and the standard revision process will definitely take some time. So whenever any standard is being formulated, try to make your habit to go to BIS website. You see what wide circulation drafts are there, and provide the comments on the draft which you feel are contradicting with the work which is being done in your industry. So once this wide circulation draft is approved by the committee, it is again then adopted by the division council, and then it becomes an Indian standard. So this is how the Indian standards are formulated. Now this is the metallurgy engineering department where I belong to. This is the scope of the division council, where we formulate the standard in the form of mostly ferrous and non-ferrous metals, alloys and their products. We have 21 sectional committees. As I said, there are different sectional committees for different subjects. So what is important to us, there are 3 sectional committees which are relevant to the subjects we are discussing today. That is MTD 4, which is Wrought Steel Products Sectional Committee, MTD 16, which is Alloy Steel and Forging Sectional Committee, and MTD 19, which is Steel Tubes, Pipes and Fittings Sectional Committee. So these are the committees where if you want to become a member, there also you can apply that you want a membership of this committee, or if you need to keep a check on the wide circulation draft which are being circulated, so that also you need to keep a check on these standards formulated by these 3 committees. Now I briefly made a list of the standards which we have formulated related to different subjects which are being discussed today. So standards related to automobile sectors, we have formulated a lot of standards. Basically 513 part 1, part 2 are the standards which are related to cold reduced strip, sheet and strips. We have 1079 and 5986 which are hot rolled, bead wire for tires, steel tubes for automotive purposes, and the latest addition is the 18385, which is a standard which is formulated on a hot dip galvanized steel sheets and strip for automotive application. So all the grades which are used in automotive applications are being covered in this standard IS 18385, which has also been made mandatory by Ministry of Steel recently. Infrastructure, we have lot of standards which we have formulated on infrastructure side also. 277 is an important standard where we covered the galvanized steel sheets and strips. So 1161 is a steel tubes for structural purposes. 2062 is another important standard, a hot rolled and high tensile structural steel. So this is a list of standards. I will not go through each and every one. 4923, few important ones I will highlight. Hollow steel section for structural use. Then 14246 and 15965, these are the pre-painted coated steel standards. So there is a long list. Recently we have formulated two important standards on stainless steel seamless pipes and stainless steel welded pipes also, 17875, 17876. ZAM coating also we have formulated a standard, zinc, aluminium, magnesium alloy coated 18513, and pre-painted ZAM also 19210. Engineering applications also, there are about 50 standards which we have formulated. Some of the important are 3748, which is related to tool steel. Then these are the standards, steels for hardening and tempering. Lot of standards we have formulated, about 72 plus standards. Then some standards related to packaging, tin plate, hot rolled steel, packaging, steel strap for packaging. These are the standards are formulated. Oil and gas sector, again we have formulated a lot of standard. ISO 3183 is a very important standard, which is equivalent to API 5L standard. So this is the standard which can be used in place of the API standard. We recently have formulated a new standard which covers the hot rolled steel strip sheet and plates for manufacturing these 5L pipes, welded steel pipes, that is 18384. Two standards, 19111 and 19112, again are related to oil and steel industry, petroleum and natural gas steel drill pipes. These are related to spring steel we have formulated. Electrical steel, again we have formulated a lot of standards which are used in motors and transformers. 6483024 is for CRGO type of steel, 648 is for non-CRGO type, and also for amorphous also we have formulated the standards. Pressure vessels also, a lot of standards have been formulated, mainly sheet and strip 2002, 2041 are the two important standards. Then we have standards for alloy steel pipes also. 12145 is for steel quenched and tempered alloy steel forgings for pressure vessels. 1246 is for carbon manganese steel. And there are few standards which are under formulation also, like alloy steel plates for pressure vessels and quenched and tempered alloy steel forgings for pressure vessels. So these are under formulation. So these is related to utensils. Now one more thing is quality control order. I think all of you must be aware about quality control order. As I said, BIS certification scheme is mainly voluntary in nature. However, several products compliance to Indian standard is made compulsory by the central government. So all the standards which are being made mandatory are by the regulator, either Ministry of Steel or by Department of Commerce. All the standards formulated by BIS are always mandatory. So these are a few QCOs which are related to the subject under discussion today: steel and steel products quality control order, steel tubes QCO, and miscellaneous tubes QCO. So these are the few QCOs which are related to the subjects under discussion today. So just briefly I will cover the digital tools which can be used by everybody for taking information of BIS. So this is a BIS Care app. So this is available on both Android and iOS system. आप प्ले स्टोर पे जाके इसको डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. एंड दिस इज़ ए बिग टूल बिकॉज इसमें आपको पूरा डिटेल्स मिल जाएगा. एनी स्टैंडर्ड यू फॉर्म टू get, you can obtain from this. And all the Indian standards I would like to inform you are free to download. तो आप कोई भी standard इसमें log in करके आप download कर सकते हैं. Any license, if you want to check the authenticity, you can go to the check my license tab in this, that can be checked here. So this is the BIS website also, bis.gov.in. इसमें भी बहुत सारी information है. If you just go through it, I don't have time to cover everything, but there are a lot of information available which will be useful for you. Recently we have prepared compendium of standards. If you put stainless steel, all the standards which are formulated related to stainless steel you will get in one nutshell. This is again manakonline.in. So these are the two main URLs you need to remember: bis.gov.in and manakonline.in, where you can get all the information. This is the know your standard where you can, if you can check your standard by keyword also. If you put steel, all the standards related to steel can open. You can open any standard and it's free to download. You can download it. And lastly, these are the digital platforms of BIS where you can get the latest information, what work is being done at BIS. So this was all I wanted to cover during my presentation, and I would like to thank Metalogic for providing me an opportunity for coming here and putting in front of you about BIS and the standards formulated by BIS. So if there are any queries, any questions, I can take it or you can close it. Thank you. कहाँ से? Morning. You are audible. You can talk.
Hello.
I just want to know that is there any plan to make these standards mandatory? Like
Make
you
the
said,
standards mandatory.
yeah, you said no, it is voluntary. Like
BS, हमारे एक्ट ही सर हमको प्रोविजन नहीं देता. We cannot make it mandatory. As I said, Section 16 of BIS Act empowers the central government to make anything mandatory. BIS will never make anything mandatory.
but is there any plan that government is going to make it mandatory? Are you in knowledge of this?
Lot of standards are coming, sir. Every day means whatever 22,000 standards are formulated. Government is of the view that all the product standards should be made mandatory today and tomorrow.
Okay.
So anything what is being formulated will be coming under mandatory certification. So it's time, sir. Even if you have a few products which are manufactured in your factory which are not under mandatory certification, go for the license, take the license before it becomes mandatory, and then the rush will start and the delays will happen. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And I now request Ms. Monica Bachchan to please present this memento, a token of respect and appreciation to Mr. Sanjeev Maini, Head, MTD and Scientist F, Bureau of Indian Standards. Can we have a round of applause for him?